Hi, this is a demo of antiX19 Beta 3, and I'm recording it with Simple Screen Recorder, and we're running from a flash drive. Uh, and here we go. So this is the main screen. Conky is on the right, up top, and we're running a desktop called IceWM, and we've got a date and time, and we've got a CPU monitor, memory monitor, network monitor, battery monitor, volume control, and then we've got a desktop which minimizes the windows, unplug devices, file manager that brings up the default file manager, which the default for uh, Antix is one called Rox Filer, um, and actually I prefer one called Space FM instead. So I'm just going to go switch it right now. And literally, you can go switch to desktop. And I'm going to switch it right now. It's set for Rox IceWM. And you can see that up here in the conky. And I'm going to switch it to Space IceWM. And now, if I run my file manager again, it brings up Space FM instead, which I like better. Um, at any rate, um, so the thing that I wanted to show was the way it handles Windows, which is really pretty cool. And so let's just, oh, we better connect to the network. And I'm not hardwired. As you can see, I'm set for ETH0. I've got a hardwire Ethernet connection, but I don't have it plugged in. So in that case, we've got to hook up Wi-Fi. And so we go to Control Center, go to Network, and we go to Wi-Fi Connect Conman. And I'm just going to turn off wired, and I'm going to go to wireless, and I'm going to enable it. Okay, and it'll take a second or two, and then it'll give me a list of the uh, hubs, or excuse me. At any rate, D-Link 19 is my connection. So I'm going to double click it. I was hoping it was going to pop up the password, but I've already used it. So it remembered my password. At any rate, it would have popped up a password window. I would have typed it in, pressed enter, and it would have connected. At any rate, you don't have to leave that running. You can turn it off. It'll leave the connection going. So let's take a couple of the, I'm going to go and edit my IceWM settings. Okay, and literally there's half a dozen or so files. And I'm going to close this preferences one because I want to put it up in a separate window, and I'll put keys up on the one side and I'll put preferences up on the other. And so we'll just go to Programming and Genie and bring up a second instance of that. And I'm going to do a Control Shift 6, and that'll take that to the other side of the screen and make it half screen. And then we're going to open up the preferences file over here. And edit it there. And so there's a set of keys, and they're called WinGrid. And WinGrid essentially allows you to move things around. Let's take something simple like a terminal. And this runs Rox term. And so basically, as you can, oops, click in the right place, it works better. So you've got Alt Control, and then the number rows up the top will move things. So if I take Alt Control 4, it'll make that the bottom of the screen. If I take Alt Control 5, it takes it to the top left. 6 is the top right, etc. At any rate, That's the number row up at the top on Alt Control. We also have a Alt Control minus, and that'll shrink the screen. And we have an Alt Control plus, which will grow the screen. And then we could take that and we could move it and resize it. We also have the keypad ones. I'll move that over a little bit. So we have the keypad ones, which are on Control Shift on the numeric keypad. And if you just hold down your Control Shift, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 8, 7, 4, 5. Take it all the way around and resize it at each step into a different quadrant or half screen size. And on Control Alt, we have a thing called Win Arrange, where Control Alt on that same numeric keypad rows 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8, 7, 4, 5. It didn't resize the screen; it just moved it. And it's very quick for, if you have screens that you want to move around, or, you can do it with the mouse too. It's easy enough. If you do an Alt Space, you get the window menu, and you can move it to a different desktop. And now that screen is over on desktop number 1, whereas this we were working on desktop 2. Now, if you don't have enough desktops, I guess you could increase it by increasing the number of workspaces, and you just have to find that in the preferences file. And you can see the names of them on the preferences options. The ones that are in orange here, those ones you can actually change right there on the screen. And the ones down below, like for example, and all the ones down below that are in black, you can't change, but you can see the settings at least, which is pretty good. At least it's an improvement. That's 1.5.5 of IceWM, which is pretty new. It's one of the newest versions I've seen out there. We can do a Control F and look for workspace. And I don't remember the entire string. And we're looking for where it has the names of them. And my regular expression abilities aren't that great, so we'll just sort of go through them. There's too many. And what we're looking for is where they name them. And there they are there, workspace names. And so in order to add more workspaces, we'll just add number 3. And I put spaces around them just to make it a little wider, because you're going to get a window with a picture of the icons of what's running in that workspace. And then I have to save that. And close that. And with that saved, we don't even have to close IceWM. We can just go for it, and we can restart. And now we have 4 workspaces instead of 2. And that's all there is to it. So IceWM has a lot of ability. For example, it has roll-up windows, believe it or not. Where's that? Roll up. And so it literally rolled it up, and you could roll it down again. And just click the roll up again, and there you go. It has roll up, roll down windows. It has you can move windows, resize windows. I've never hit a limit. What else have we got? It's useful. Oh, the package management stuff is pretty cool. So for package management, they literally have a package installer where you can, like, if you want to install a different browser, they have like a list. And file managers, what do you want? There's lots of stuff out there, and the ones that are already installed are great here. I can just see that. Games. I haven't looked at that one. So there's plenty of different groups of things, and these things are ready to roll. For example, you could install, I believe XFCE is here. Yeah, Cinnamon, Gnome. I haven't tried all these. LXD. I've tried some of them, but there's quite a few of them. So there's many packages available. Also, they have Synaptic, which, and you click reload the first time in. You have to be connected to a network when you do that. And then after that, you can search. Like for example, like it doesn't have Minesweeper. It comes with Mahjong. I'll show you. So we have Mahjong, but we don't have any Minesweeper game. But if we wanted a Minesweeper game, we go to Synaptic, type in Minesweeper in the search, and this is using the Debian package database, so there's just a tremendous number of packages available. And the one I like is this French one. And we just select it, click apply, take a minute or two. Okay, well, even on Wi-Fi, when I'm running from a flash drive, it's pretty quick. And literally, that's on the menu. Go to applications, games, there it is, run it. It's up. Mahjong. And antiX is very efficient. Doesn't use a lot of memory. With all these things running, what are we at now? Let's look. Show the Conky. We're at 840. You know, with a whole bunch of things running. Firefox is not a problem. Firefox is a little slow off the flash drive. I think it's 4 or 5 seconds. Oops, goofed that. Hit the wrong button. I think it's 4 or 5 seconds from the hard drive. And from the flash drive, it's slower. That's pretty much it. It's a very quick operating system. There's a 32-bit version available. I've got a Pentium 3 750 that runs it with a half a gig of memory. This machine here is faster. But it's pretty good. This is a beta 3, and runs like lightning. Thanks for watching. Take care.